Alright guys, so here today we are going to look at the Agi mask. I have been using it a lot lately in Kolo. It's been going very good for the most part. Not excellent obviously because I'm still trying to learn the class and the things that it can do. Um, but it's been going very well. The damage it can put out is very nice. Let's go into a pouch fight right now so I can show you what the full damage is for this class. So if I go into the psychopath mask, let's run up there. Skip the turn. And if I do this, I'm able to add power. So you can add up to 150 power in one turn. And then if we weapon skill, we're able to see what these dags can do. So it goes all the way up to 890 all the way to 1038, which is pretty nice. You can also buff it. So if you do Fury, you add 40 damage. So let's see what it looks like on this turn. It goes all the way to 986 to 1134, which is pretty nice for dags. Remember guys, you can do this twice and it deals a significant amount of damage. The reason is because this set has a lot of air damage into it, and it also has a lot of agility as well, so it does help. This move right here steals Vit, so you'll be healing half of what you hit, so you'll heal 400 and something, which is pretty nice. That's when you're in close combat. When you're at a distance, it drops down to 731 all the way to 808, which is still very nice. You're still, there's not a crit set by the way, I don't know why I crit there. It's still very nice. You're still able to heal a decent amount. Let's wait for the next turn, and then we can do this move right here, which has nice range. This move has beautiful range from 2 to 12 in range, which is very nice. And I don't believe I have I might have to double check. I don't know if I have 6 range on this set or not. But you see, from a distance, it's hitting 683 all the way to 718. You're seeing very nice damage from a distance here, guys. So that is a damage that it can put out. It's very nice. Let's show you one more move, guys. In the psychopath state anyways, this move right here, it does, you see right there, psychopath state, damage is the strongest. So when you're dealing damage, it goes all the way to 957 to 1034, which is pretty nice. That's only in the psychopath state. Let's say if we switch to this one, it drops down to 612 all the way to 683. But for this mask, you get the strongest shield, so you get 600 shield, which comes in pretty handy. But yeah, that's the damage that I can basically put out. Let's leave this right here so I can show you guys the actual set. So we've seen this set 1,000 times. This is the same set that I use on my sack. The only difference is that I use this mount with the mask. I also did the same thing. I incorporated the dags. The dags are, I believe they're over Agi. Yeah, they're 20 over Agi. I have the damage version of the legendary dags. Just cause I wanted that instead of the power. I might go back to the power ones though. We'll see with time. But I feel like this does very nice damage. It's the classic set that I've had for a while. Overvit, AP, Overvit, XOMP, Overvit, and then Overvit. So I've had this set for a while, guys. These are the trophies that I run. When it is a larger map, I do put on this MP trophy right here. It does help out to have that extra MP in a larger map. And let's say I know a character is guaranteed to be Chance or Agi. I throw on this pet right here because these are how our reses look. So we're going to have 32 to Earth, 33 to Fire, 18 to Chance, and then 26 to agi. But when you throw on this pet, everything levels out except for the neutral. So we got 7 neutral, 32 agi, 32 earth, 35 fire, 30 water, and 35 agi. So your reses are, everything is above 30 except for the neutral. That's when I throw that chrome on, when I can somewhat guess if a character is going to be agi or chance. It does help out a lot. You are losing, I'll show you guys right here, you are losing 160 in agility, but like I said, guys, let's throw that back on. The damage has this set has a lot of air damage in it, so it does help out. Let's go back to the beginning here. So we're running 5.2 in VIT. We are 11 AP, 5 MP, but like I said, for the most part on bigger maps, I am throwing this out and switching it with the 20 damage trophy. So I typically do run him 11-6, unless it's a very close quarters map where I don't need that extra MP. But it also has 1,393 in agility. We're missing, I believe we're missing 7 off from having 1.4. Our range, we're going to have 6 range, so we do have full range in the set. We have 2 summons, which are really nice. We are -4 in crit. This is not a crit set, guys. Our AP parry and MP parry, you guys can see them right there, 43 and 53. Our lock is going to be at 172. And we also have power in the set, guys. We have 110 power. So technically we have 1.5 in agility, which is really nice. That's why we're able to deal that higher tier damage. Our air damage in the set is 205. So that's why the dags look very nice. And that's how the set looks. I'm going to show you guys a couple Kolos and let me know what you guys think. Alright, so here's going to be our first fight. We're versing an Xelor. You know how it goes, guys. Anytime you see an Xelor nowadays, they're jumping back and forth, creating everything possible, damage out of nowhere, healing. So those Kolos can be a bit crazy. I do believe that this Xelor was a bit new though, because it wasn't doing all the crazy combos that Xelors usually do. And I'm not that good, so it had to be that. But first turn was basically, you know, just set up my mask, my shield, the grimace, set him up as well. So there he gives himself 3 AP by doing Xelor's fist. So next turn he'll have 3 extra AP, which is pretty nice. Finally hits me with temporal dust. I basically just go straight to him. A mask, for the most part, just wants to deal as much damage as possible. You guys see the damage there. He has, he also has 18% res to agi, so that's a benefit, a benefit for me. You saw the dags there were almost doing 700, which is really nice because you can do that twice, and then that equals 1,004. Right there, that one dag did 748 because I buffed myself, giving myself power. And here he, you know, tries to drain AP, deals damage. You see he's using the blade that I used to have, but it takes 5 AP to do. That's why I stopped using it, and I finished him off basically. The next fight here is going to be against the cat. This is also, I believe, a new, I don't know, I mean, my ranking is pretty bad, so maybe that's why I get, for the most part, new characters. I think, I forgot what it's called, but, you know, like, when you do Kolos, it gives you, like, a point system at the bottom. I think mine is at, like, 1,350, so maybe that's a bit low. I've been trying to I cracked a couple times 1,005, but then I go on a, like, losing spree every now and then. But yeah, this cat did seem a bit new. I did want to talk to you guys. I believe the merge is coming. I did see today that in Brutus they were having like a they were having people take pictures with a Brutus statue that was there. So I believe if it's not coming today, it most likely will come tomorrow. I'm excited about it because I'll be able to play with a lot more people. If ever I go live, there's gonna be, hopefully, people would want to join, dungeon runs or Kolos. We'll do 3v3 Kolos and things like that. But yeah, that is exciting, having the merge come. Everybody's been waiting for it for a while, so it is exciting to see. Now back to the fight here. The cat does what cats do. It's an agi cat, so it hits pretty hard. If he would have probably just stayed close to me and hit me as hard as he could, I'm not gonna lie, he probably would have won the fight. But he kept doing the little hitting and then adding MP and running back. I was healing and giving myself shields and things like that to try and help. I don't believe he knew how to charge Bravo, which probably hurt him. That one-shot move that cats have nowadays, they can charge it up to hit like 1,003. My bad, like 3,000 if they charge it up properly and the reses really aren't there. Right here I summon my Grimace. Obviously I want to prepare myself for anything that the cat is able to push out. They are able to push out decent damage, so I always want to make sure that I give myself shield and don't give myself to them. He hits me again. Like I said, I don't think he knew how to charge it. Even though it still hit pretty nice. It hit basically 1,002 if you split it between me and the Grimace. So maybe he's on to something there with how to use it, or he was just testing stuff out. But yeah, here I take MP from him. I steal health. It's the only way that I could try and get back into the fight, especially since he is misusing that one-shot move. It does help me out. It benefits me because he's not gonna one-shot me. And here, basically, he does as much as he can. He doesn't have the damage to actually finish me off. And now here we are going up against a Craw. Craws are very tricky, especially if they start first like he did. I do have, I believe, 32% res to earth, so that gave me a little bit of confidence. But he did position himself really well. And again, I'm still trying to get the hang of how to play Mask, so I kind of did mess up here. I should have just went full forward and hit him, and actually did damage first turn, but I didn't end up doing that. He here hits me with those plaguing arrows that accumulate damage over time, and he pushes me to the side, which was good by his part. So now I have to change to the cowardly. No, I didn't change to cowardly. I changed to basically the regular mask that I can, and then I gave myself full shield, because if I didn't, he was definitely going to take me out. I try to pressure up a little more. That way I close the distance. You see those plaguing arrows are hitting basically 600 on me, and I have 32% res. So he did have a decent amount of damage. I get up close to him, try to, so I could cut him off from running away. I know as an Earth Craw, he doesn't have a lot of AoE damage with those tactical beacons, but he still does. That erosion arrow that they have can do some serious damage if I get caught in between 2 or 3 of them. So here he's gonna give himself Last Bastion or something like that. Those barricade arrows push me back, and now here he tries to get some distance from me. I just get right up close to him. I believe I switched to the Psychopath mask to try and gain a little bit more damage. 623, 636, and I believe he tells me there to run. I don't know why he said that. And then I heal myself. You see there where I hit 600 and healed myself 300, which is pretty nice. He goes all out, deals decent damage, and he has 28% res, so that's pretty good. I say GG just to basically say that the game is done. That's it. Let me know what you guys think about the Agi mask and your thoughts and opinions. Leave a comment, subscribe, please, and leave a like. Thank you guys. Take care. Thank you for all the support lately. Peace.